Let's get into our predictions. We're going to be going into GTD first, and I'll let David start with his first, and then I'll go into mine. By the way, as with other predictions, I know them because I had to put it out on screen, but David is seeing my predictions for the very first time. I wish I could be surprised, but of course, I have to put it out on screen so you all can see. I have no other choice. The predictions for GTD, we're going to start off with David's, then we're going to move into mine. And again, make sure to let us know your predictions down in the comments below. So, David, take it away.
I just want to let people know as well, I have no Danish bias at all. But for GTD, in third place, I put Aaron Dames. I think they're going to have a great race now they're back in Porsche. I think they're going to be really competitive. I put Windward Racing in that Mercedes. They were really, really good last year. I hope to see them doing great as well this year. Inception Racing in first place in their Ferrari. I believe last time they ran a McLaren. So in that new Ferrari, I think they're going to have a great race. They have shown great pace as well. I feel like it's going to be a Porsche is going to be the dominant car in the GTD and GTD Pro. It's 24 hours, so there's room for surprises, I guess. But yeah, those are my predictions. And again, no Danish bias at all.
Well, it would be great to see Inception Racing on top, especially this is their first time with a Ferrari at Daytona. Two teams are heading into this event on your list here, new cars, Iron Dames and Inception Racing. The other car you mentioned, Windward Racing, of course, winning the event last time out. So you predicted they're going to be competitive once again. So for me, I've predicted the number 12 Vasser Sullivan Lexus to win the event in class. I think that they have a very strong car. I think that they were close to winning last time out, and I think it's time for redemption for the Vasser Sullivan team. P2, I've gone for the number 21 Ferrari from AF Corsa. And third, I've gone with a Porsche as well, but it's not the Iron Dames, it's the Wright Motorsports 120 Porsche. I think Lexus is going to have another strong race. Last year, they had a really good race, but they had so much misfortunes. The number 14 car was hit with Mike Conway behind the wheel at the time, I think, by one of the LMP2 entries. And then that car was kind of taken out of contention for GTD Pro. It was leading at the time. The number 12 car was leading in GTD towards the end of the race, and then it had that fire, and the driver had to get out of the car, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare for Vasser Sullivan Lexus, especially considering the fact that they were so competitive, and their car was very quick as well, so we'll see. I agree with you, David, that Ferrari and Porsche are going to be strong in the GT classes, and that's why I've put AF Corsa in second, and Wright Motorsports in third. Anywho, though, let's move on to GTD Pro. We're moving on to the professional category of the GT grid. And David, let us know your predictions for the pro category.
Well, in third place, I have another Porsche. It's Proton Competition, the number 20 car. Again, just copying my own words that Porsche is going to be extremely fast this year in the GTD classes. So in second place, I have Ford Multimatic, really putting everything into that basket, hoping they'll finally have some pace around here. Of course, a lot of misfortune last time, but it seems as though they're confident and have a lot more pace this year. So I think it will be a podium place and hopefully the second place for them this year. And in first place, how could I put anybody else than the Rexy AO Racing 77 car? I love that car, and it just has to win. And it fits well with that viewpoint of mine that Porsche is going to be extremely fast. So yeah, those are my predictions for the GTD Pro.
For my prediction, I've gone with the Chevrolet win. I've gone with Corvette on top, and I've gone with the number 3 Pratt Miller Corvette for the win. Second place, I've gone for the number 9 Pfaff Lamborghini. And third, I've gone with the Trackhouse by TF Corvette. I think that Corvette are going to have a very strong Rolex 24 Daytona. The number 3 and 4 have the back of the cars now black, reminiscent to those C5Rs from back in the day. But the number 91 TF Trackhouse entry, I expect it's going to be really, really cool. And I think that entry with the driver lineup it has is going to be so strong. The reason why I put Faf Lamborghini in second is because of kind of what we saw from the test sessions. The number 9 car was so quick. Andrea Caldarelli on top in the majority of sessions. Lamborghini on top. And I know it's just testing, viewers, but that Lamborghini looking pretty good. And I feel that this is going to be a start of a new partnership, a new cool partnership for Faf Motorsports. We're going to take a break from the GT categories for now, and we're going to talk about IMSA's secondary prototype class and our predictions. David, why don't you start us off with your top 3 for the P2 category?
Well, in third place, I'm going to put TDS Racing, and second place, as mentioned before, CrowdStrike Racing. And in first place, IMSA Europol. CrowdStrike was really competitive last year, and TDS has always been competitive in the LMP2 class. It's just a kind of safe prediction, in my view, to put those cars in again. No Danish bias at all. There's not. I'll put so many Danish drivers on the podiums, but it is because of the teams doing really well the last few years. And in LMP2, it's always hard to put it down to anything else than the team. Of course, it's pretty much the same car all over the grid. For last year, with CrowdStrike was really doing well, and I just hope to see IMSA Europol doing well as well. I love that team over in WC, so hopefully they can do well in IMSA as well.
I guess I'll move on to my predictions in LMP2. And while we're doing this, remember, feel free to let us know your predictions in the comments below for the P2 category and in the future, the GTP one as well, as we get to that. This is my prediction for the P2 category. In third, I've gone for the PR1 Matheson Motorsports number 52 entry. I love to see them do well, but also I think they have a strong lineup. Ben Keating, of course, a part of that lineup once again. And I think that they have a good chance. The number 11 TDS Racing car I've put in second. And for the win, I've put the number 74 Riley that will be winning Daytona. This car has performed really good in the past. It's got a really strong driver lineup as well, and one of the drivers who's involved in that is Felipe Massa, 11-time Grand Prix winner of Formula One, and I think that him coming in and being a part of that lineup is going to help a lot. His experience is going to be really good. Of course, he was in the Riley last year in 2024, but I think in 2025 as he returns, he'll have a good shot. And I think Riley in general has got a really good shot at winning this event. GTP, let's talk about it. David, what are your predictions for the top 3 and the overall win?
Yeah, in third place, I'm gonna put Marchang Racing. I think it's gonna be unbelievable if they don't finish at least on the podium. I see them honestly being a contender for the win with their history around this track, and also last time they ran a GTP Acura, they won. So I can really see them doing extremely well. In second place, I'm going to put last time's winners, Porsche Penske with the number 7 car. And in first place, BMW, the number 24. I gotta support Kevin Magnussen when I'm Danish. So I'm going to put him up there with that team. Also, they have been the best car throughout testing. At least BMW, I see them doing extremely well this time around. So yeah, I hope BMW finally will get that win here. They've been close last time, close to a great result. Last year. I think they deserve, for all the pace they've shown so far, I think they deserve a win. I just think they will have to fight off that Porsche Penske, which I mentioned this before. I think Porsche Penske throughout endurance racing this year is going to be a force to reckon with, and I think they're going to be title contender for everything. So yeah, BMW to win, but closely followed by Porsche Penske.
So here's my prediction. In third place, I've gone for the number 6 Porsche Penske to finish on the podium. In second, I've gone for the number 60 Meyer-Shank Racing Acura, and I think it's going to be a very close battle between those two cars. And the winners for this event, I've gone for the number 10 Wayne Taylor Racing Cadillac to take victory. Number 4, Cadillac have taken victory with Wayne Taylor Racing on 3 separate occasions. Remember that, 3 separate occasions. And their last win was with the WTR brand. I think Cadillac and Wayne Taylor Racing are going to be guns blazing. It's time for the V-Series R to finally take victory. Whelen Engineering almost got the win last time out. Porsche got it. It was great to see that Porsche got it. But I think that Cadillac I think they have a strong car heading into this event. We know that they had the fastest car at Daytona last year, and I think that that car has got a really, really good chance of providing some incredible action. But that's our predictions, viewers. Thank you so much for listening in for our predictions. I'm going to replace that screen with the traditional IMSA is back screen, because that's the truth. IMSA is back. The off season is over. We are back to racing for the start of this incredible championship. The WeatherTech Sports Car Championship kicks off with another year of racing this weekend. It's going to be on January 25th and January 26th. Yeah, we'll be back. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you later. Thanks for the support.